Hello everyone. Welcome. Today is the beginning of the next week of hundreds of games really to be covered. And I can't say that I'm going to cover all of them, but I'm going to do my very best to kind of follow along and explore it. We're starting today with a festival announcement trailer, essentially. The Choose Wisely Festival is what this is all about. Run by Studio Efua. They have put together some type of a showcase we're going to be watching. So very excited for that. Excited to see that. I'll be announcing kind of as we go along, either at the end or I'll do a little bit at the beginning because the showcase is happening in a few minutes here. I would like to announce a little bit of what I'm going to be working on. So let me turn on my music there. This is kind of ugly. I'm going to put it all into a Notion calendar and have it somewhat well organized, but just as like a basic thing, this is a CWF stream we're doing right now. I was going to do Murky next, but Glass House, they're both good games, okay? But Glass House, I really feel like I kind of resonated with that one, or there was something about it that was so interesting. The environment, just the feel of the game is so cool. And I will show you, let's watch the trailer for Glass House in preparation before we start this stream. 3 more minutes. The trailer should be less longer than that. Glass House, because it's just super, super cool. And we'll watch this. So the idea here is we're going to watch this trailer, this showcase, watch what happens here, and then kick straight into Glass House from there. I'm going to raid right into a stream that I'll be doing on Glass House. It's a pre-recorded stream, which is a bit different, but I wanted to just fit as many games in this week as I can, so I had to do some pre-recording, try to fit that all in. But here we go. Just look at this. Look at this. Watch this trailer. Okay.
What have you done?
I peeked over the veil, and there was no sky.
There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of Londonstock. The city has been locked down for 57 days. The mind grows parched when each day feels already lived. Comrade, what if I fail?
Anyone who doesn't dream in our language will be an enemy.
Why? Why did you kill them?
I can't be.
May look at the polish.
Pinwheeled, and you know it. I will not be guilty of my hunger.
So kind of gritty, kind of dark, you know? Did not realize the graphics on this. Look at the graphics, right? I mean, they look so pretty, especially the intro. You'll see when I start the stream on this one, you'll see the intro, but very pretty graphics, really gritty and kind of dark environment. And also, you know, you wander around, you explore, you kind of learn the story of your surroundings and your environment. But this one I'm just super excited for. I hope you'll like it when I show it off. Again, a little different from my normal thing, I'll admit. Premiere? Okay, minute 44 left before the premiere. So Glass House is one I'm immediately going to be showing off. I've got a few other games already in store. The second one that I want to get to for sure and just talk about and probably dive deeper into, but I'll do all of this one live, is Livebur. Livebur, minute and 2. Yeah, just enough time. Okay.
Is there still something inside your heart? That
Also kind of on the darker side. And I'll say, like, I feel like these darker games for narrative structured games compared against, you know, I don't know, like lighter-hearted kind of funny games, the darker games really pull me in.
As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared, because our creation cannot be left undone. Complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. I am waiting for you in the Neverall. Welcome home, my love.
It's so creepy. It's so creepy. It's creepy, and the faces that this lady makes, look just briefly. Okay, we got like no time left. We got no time left before we watch this reaction trailer, but look at like this background. Look at this face. This is the thumbnail I was working on for the game. Like, she seems so easygoing, so nice, and then she seems kind of spooky, but she must get crazy somewhere in the game. Anyway, kind of remind me of like Slay the Princess, let's say. Should be a cool one.
Hello, and welcome
Lilith.
to the first edition of the Choose Wisely Festival Showcase.
Okay.
The Choose Wisely Festival is a week-long digital event dedicated to celebrating branching narrative in games. Here, your choices have consequences. My name is Anita, and I am the founder of narrative games studio, Studio Efwa, and I'll be your host for the festival and showcase. Now, you might be thinking, hey, there's already been a lot of indie game showcases, and they get a lot of views. In fact, I've never heard of a Choose Wisely festival. And you would be right. While there are already festivals and showcases, plenty of which do amazing work, none of them are centered around the reason I fell in love with games, and that was choice. In fact, you and I may play the same game and have very different experiences. Sure, we started off in the same main menu, but our endings were drastically different. I still remember the first time I made a decision in a game and realized not only are these characters going to remember this, they're going to act on it.
Let me put on captions here and real quick say, I don't watch a whole lot of these kinds, or play a whole lot of these kinds of games. They can be super, super interesting. It's a new experience for me, but Anita has put together a massive list of games, so should be interesting.
An entirely different route. Live, right now on Steam, there are over 390 curated games that invoke that same experience. But you're not here to hear about why I love games. You're here to actually see some games. So, over the next hour, I'll be showing you 50 trailers from games in every genre, in every setting, for almost every player. Some of which will be very familiar to you. Others are just as new as this festival. All of them are games where your choices matter. Right, are you sitting comfortably? We're about to start and cover a lot of ground. Because not only are all the games you're about to see available on Steam during our week-long festival, but they are coming to you with new updates, new announcements, and special reveals, and maybe even some exclusive content. Without wasting more of your time, let's get started with someone who sounds a little more familiar.
Okay.
Welcome, Tavern Keeper.
Oh, this looks pretty.
Brought you here today.
Those are some nice graphics. Tavern
Dreams
Talk
of love
Stories.
and friendship.
Huh.
Or adventure, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm going to talk over some of these to an extent. I feel like, so Anita did a lot of work to put this together, a ton of games.
Today.
Choosing which ones to go for, because there's so many, has been a challenge.
Into nightmares. But don't worry.
Where's my head pillow? Yeah. True enough. Skipping every lore in Breachway. True, I know, yeah, that's been a really big challenge so far. And I've got a lot more games to come up, but it's been a really big challenge so far to cover narrative games without skipping through certain sections. Because I'm used to, like, you know, you want to keep it flowing while also covering the main story and exploring the world a little bit. So, like, there's this overall balance usually in, like, oh, wait, I know this one. Yes, Your Grace, right? Yes, Your Grace 2 Snowfall. This is one of the ones I'm really looking at. So it's going to be a challenge to, like, because the game itself is the narration, but then there's still some, you know, maybe you read a book and it's not really that important to the game. There's still some balance to try to not focus too much on every single individual detail, right? Yes, Your Grace 2. Trying to do a peak build, do a lore run later. Sure, yeah. But like with Glasshouse, a big part of the game is learning the lore and also like understanding the different belief systems so that you can make the right choices. Because the game, you know, the game doesn't always really tell you, like, what does this choice mean to this person or that person? You just have to make the choice and hope they don't hate you for it. What do I do? I think Yes, Your Grace is about making decisions that will impact, like, an empire or a kingdom. That's what really drew me to it, so I specifically asked for Yes, Your Grace and Yes, Your Grace 2, Snowfall here. I asked for both of those from Anita, who's running the festival, and was able to get keys for them. You bastard. Celestial Return. Uswis played this one a couple weeks ago. It was one of the ones I was looking at because visually it's pretty nice. It's kind of deck buildery. Okay. So I might cover this one.
Those were your words, right?
But it was a little hard from the trailer to tell exactly what's going on or like what you're doing. So like you're putting maybe die or cards or items into slots. It's very, yeah, very pretty game. I wasn't totally sure
What does that leave?
from the trailer how the game kind of plays out.
Yourself to hate. Yourself to hate. Yourself to hate.
Very steampunk, very, very vibrant neon colors.
Soldier.
Some games really do well with that kind of color scheme, and this one's got enough, like the art is detailed enough to make it work. Sometimes it feels like just neon everywhere and it's hard to follow, but this mixture of really gritty, detailed art with that neon color works pretty well. A
Wasted.
little cyberpunky, maybe. Every lore, which way? Let's see.
Ever burning.
Right choices in belief game? Yeah, in a way. So, for example, what if someone... Like, here's a good example of a belief system, like, being right or wrong. It's not the belief system that's right or wrong, but the choices. Let's say that one person is holding on to, like, a bow and is pointing at another person, and you like the person they're pointing it at, and you have to communicate to the person pointing the bow to not shoot the other person with the arrow, right? Like, is the right choice to say something that they would understand, even though you don't personally believe in that belief? Or is the right choice to just say what you truly believe and just let them shoot them, right? Like, assuming what you want to happen is that the person survives,
Sure, you must be a little
you have to say something that they would believe in or agree with. So it's not just making choices based on what you believe, it's based on what you understand of other people's beliefs, right? So there is a right choice, at least in that way.
team of passionate professionals.
Passionate professionals.
Work with industry-leading technology. Explore a vast, newly renovated office.
Okay.
Enjoy generous dental benefits.
Dental benefits. Okay.
Much, much more.
All right. Technologies, please don't rule. Yeah, there's definitely several games that are more like this one. One of the ones I want to cover that's kind of like this in my mind, in Human Resources, okay, is I think Butter Side Down. It has a lot more like text and kind of like silly faces, but less of like the full animated environments and more of like Papers, Please is kind of like that, right? More like focused on decision making. Oh, Karen? A climbing game? Ah. Okay. I'm surprised, maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm kind of surprised to see this one in here because, like, what are the choices? Like the narrative. Oh, there could be lore, right? There could be lore, and there could be choices that you make when you get to event areas that impact the future of your experience. Huh. I feel like you and I choose a lot of the same games, to be honest, yeah. Honestly, I'd love to play this, too. Send me in backpack, send me... yeah. Let me have this where I have my kind of schedule. Let me have that separate so that I can just, as we go along, type in some of these. So Cairn, that one does look really good. Cairn. Okay. I like it. This bed we made. Not actual gameplay footage. Okay. But maybe, maybe not gameplay footage, but maybe cinematics. Hmm. 505. There is some hotel number that's like the don't go in this room number. But I don't know if it's 505 or not. Ooh. Is that her? Ugh. Okay. Right. I do wonder, is this going to be like a mystery where you're trying to track down someone who's evil, or are you the evil one, 509. Oh, you actually go into a bunch of different hotels to try to figure whatever it is out. This bed we made. Huh. I like that. Okay. And it's going to a lot of different platforms, too.
My love, if you're reading these lines...
And there's Livber.
There's still something inside.
There's Livber. Yeah, this one is one that I'm for sure covering. I knew from the beginning I would cover this one, along with Glass House, were ones that I was just like, yep, I'm going to play this. All right.
I will give birth to our creation in our home.
It reminds me so much of Slay the Princess, I think. I mean, it is what it is. I think they even mention it like within the there's somewhere they mention
Complete us.
it's not Slay the Princess, but there's there's this sense of like
And we still can be.
someone who you can't trust or can't rely on, can't really know, who's like in love with you or who wants to destroy you. And just the branching pathways of trying to figure out how to make things happen right. Or happen how you want them to. And exploring all the different ways that it can go wrong. Yeah. Livber is going to be an interesting one. I want to see how it differentiates itself as well. But, I suppose the animation, right? The visuals can help. Wow, back-to-back Livber Glasshouse. That's something. Okay.
What have you done?
I peeked over the veil. There was no sky.
Cat and Woman at sometimes, it's like 2 cards next to each other.
Haunting the fiefdom of London stock.
Oh, double 2D. So Vetras is pointing out that with Livber, there are points where the character and the cat, like they shift differently from each other. There's some cool visual stuff that can go on. But
What if I fail?
look at this.
Anyone
I
who
mean,
doesn't
holy
treat our
cow.
language will
Glass
be an
House.
enemy.
Glasshouse is the game that's going to come right after this one. So I'm gonna be moving us from this stream into Glasshouse, redirecting into it.
I will not be guilty
It looks-
of my hunger.
It's dark and gritty, but it's also like it's just very visually nice. Super excited to show this one off. Okay. And I don't know that some games are not some games are not going to be as much my thing. Others are going to be very much my thing. Glasshouse is a tricky one because it's so gritty and dark and like politics focused or politically focused.
Did I disappoint my parents? It's okay.
What is this?
But also, what the hell is this thing? Some sort of rhythm game? A visual novel? A management sim for furries? Well, it's a tad complicated, so let me walk you through it. It'll take about a minute or so. And it's
That's a funny order.
I know. We're all busy
Go
scrolling
straight
through,
from
but you can't.
like 2 super dark gritty games. One about like trying to survive with this crazy woman, and the other one about like trapped in a bunker. And then we go into this one and we're we're talking about furries.
This again and again, and the little shits get somewhat better, and eventually you get to play in the big leagues. You
Okay.
sign deals, get awesome gear, record new songs, celebrate, wake up with a massive hangover. Because success doesn't mean happiness.
I mean, fair
People
enough.
are complicated that way, and your choices shape their fates and show you who you truly are. There, you made it. You
All right.
deserve a reward.
Rock beasts.
Summer love, ooh, ooh, baby, you drive me crazy.
Dramatic turn here. Yeah. That's a big shift.
A needle through my own eardrums.
Okay. But I think that's what this is going to be like. I think when it comes to narrative games, you kind of do have funny or horror mostly, right? Or some weird middle ground. This one, okay, it's a detective time loop. Yeah, okay. This is kind of, it's a bit more detective-y, but Murky's almost like this this time loop game, or another one that I'm going to be showing off. Excuse me, in the middle of something. There's a couple time loop games, really, that are involved in this. Time loop. Yeah. I wonder how replayable Glasshouse is. I think it's going to be very replayable once it's, like, out of playtest. And, like when the full game releases, Glasshouse is going to be super replayable, based on what I've seen so far from the game. You take notes. Yeah, I took notes for even Murky. I took notes for, which we'll see later, I'm sure. Murky, which is a bit smaller, kind of sillier of a game, but there are some cool questions with Murky because, like, whenever you have anything time loopy in a game, it's like, well, what would happen if I did this? And CRT the game. Yeah, CRT does well in, I think, in narrative games, right? It's very stylized. I guess I played a CRT, I guess that was a narrative game too. I was thinking it's like an RPG, but it was an RPG like narrative game, so. Fusebox. Okay. Whisper of Phantoms. Heed the Whisper of Phantoms. Oh, that face reminds me so much of, there was a game, these faces, yeah, they're so similar to, is it Don't Look Outside? Some of the art in Don't Look Outside is like really like this. See if I can click to a spot and just show the individual face there. Sister Ray. Okay. know if I can see any. Look outside. Yeah, here we go. Don't look outside is this one. Kind of got like really disturbing features. Anyway, Sister Ray. Sister Ray, health, looks, composure, withdrawal. Money. Okay. Shaking hands, tremor, cramps, agony, pale skin. Jeez. I do like this style. Like, unexpectedly. Almost. Because it's so, like... yeah, it's shifting so much from real into, like, this kind of punk rock... graffiti, you know? On the screen. That's cool. Sister Ray. Okay. I think I'll note that one down as well. Sister Ray. Huh. Yeah, lots going on. Fast-paced trailer. Like, somewhat anyway. Like, that physical changing of somebody could be pretty interesting. What kind of job? I want to sing. Epona. Only thing I've ever been good at. Okay. Never been loved in your entire life. Oh, the weird thing about this one is, like, it feels like a kind of... What is going on? Wait a second. Is it about singing? These people seem like superheroes. A little bit. Maybe it's just singing. Upworld. The flowing hair just makes me think they're good. The shiny ring, it feels like they're gonna like start floating up in the air. But I guess yeah, just an idle game. Huh. But what about this guy? Okay, this guy's not a real person. That's gotta be a creature. From the creator of In Stars and Time. Wow, that was something. I don't remember anything. Every day I forget everything from my past. Wait, really? Oh. Get everything from my past, and then you just record what memories you can for the next day? How do you, wait, is this going to be like, I forget what, Memento or whatever? This is going to be like, you get to know people, you get to understand them, but maybe they've already met you and you don't know it? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm just latching onto that line too heavy. Before we forget, I am they. Marcel. Okay. What's around us? Is this what we remember in our day on the Earth? What is going on? Do you actually... It seems like they actually are only alive one day, but maybe am I reading too much into it? Is everyone only alive one day, or is it just you? Truth Scrapper. Here. Huh. What is taking notes to? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering too. Is like, does that let you remember to the next day, or are you actually just going to cease to exist? Car broke down again. I did check all the parts. What have I gotten myself into this time? Okay. Haunting feeling of someone else's presence struck me. You should have wished for a better ending. Gun, bullets, sealed letter, toy bunny, nest with eggs. Riddles? Oh, that wouldn't be too bad to solve. I feel like I can learn to do certain things, but you know that puzzle where you've got just 9 squares and you've got to arrange them in the right order? Like that type of thing, if I knew how to do it, I'd probably know it forever. That's what I like to cope to myself about, but I'm so bad at that type of thing. Or you press a button and it turns itself off, but the other 2 ones on or whatever. You have to keep pressing buttons in this square. There's like certain puzzles that are just really, really hard. Like Magicraft has that where you have you have to like step on certain squares to like turn off and turn on surrounding buttons. I don't know. Yeah, there's some puzzles that are just so challenging. Save the world or get a job. Lights out, yeah. But I feel like if I just understood how it worked, I could probably do it every time. Because that's what you do with, what's that game? Peppered.
When Ela became a vampire,
That one was kind of quick.
they didn't expect
There's
to
a,
spend their
but it looks
nights
good. There was a game, there's a game where you hop.
bosses and selling moonshine to
Take.
drunkards.
Sucks to be in the sticks.
Forgotten Northern Town.
Oh, what is that
Every
game?
vampire has a role to play. A night shift doctor.
Eggs in Triangle of Wood.
The nightclub.
Ah.
Get into people's heads, literally.
Peg Solitaire?
Blood, and their secrets flood in. Pain. No one dared to name. Guilt. No one ever claimed. What will you do with that truth?
A dark, like, I don't know, a dark individual kind of narrative story.
Promise the dream, watch them fall for it. Crush it, and drink it dry.
So this is the game I was talking about. Pegs into a board, into a triangle board. I know how to play this one. I can beat this one every single time. But it's just because I understand it, you know? Like, for a long time, it seems like an impossible... Like, there is just one solution you can always do, you know?
No one exists.
That's what I'd like to imagine I could do with everything. Okay. Sticks. Sucks to be in the sticks. In the sticks is like, I'm out in the wilderness, kind of, where I live in the boonies, you know? I live out in the mud. So... Militioner. Tall boys. Militioner?
First, aggravated
I can beat Lone Star and play Aspire, yet I can't play chess. Oh, true. Chess is actually... Yeah, chess is a much harder one to know. Yeah, if you just learned... I mean, but with chess, I feel like you could learn that one for years. I mean, you definitely could just learn that one for years and still be nowhere near as good as some people. Where, like... I feel like Lone Star, if I spent like 2-3 years on Lone Star, I'd be crazy good at it. I felt tired.
And worst of all, you've tried.
The visual here of the giant guy just picking you up is so good.
And it pains me deeply.
But how does it work? You're trying to avoid getting picked up.
That's always
So you stay in like these weird little cubbies in the ground and try to move fast between spot to spot. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. I would play that. Yeah, see how like varied these things are though. Like I think on one spectrum of narrative, there's like it's like just learning about your past and understanding yourself and whatever, and like these bad things happen, good things happen, whatever. Like that's very narrative. And then there's these things where it's like it's a narrative story maybe, but it's shown mostly through like movement and like things happening. Okay. And like Glass House is kind of in the middle. You're making choices and taking actions and moving around the environment, but also, of course, it's very narrative heavy.
Oh, why, yes, I am.
And then this, I would think, is what, a visual novel kind of more? Yeah, huge spectrum going on. That last one was Militioner, right? PS1 graphics cat. Better understanding of themselves and growing it from the moments they share. They begin to see the way things have been and imagine the way they could be. It seems like these seem like politicians in the like 1800s or something. Just the way that their facial hair, their suits, the environment make their decisions. I don't know if I can see anything that'd be more recent. I guess there was like, what, a clock in the corner?
I apologize if I startled you. I just had
Victorian
to be
room.
sure I had found you.
Huh. Yeah, visual novels. There was one like what dating sim visual novel type thing that I considered. Was it Dating and Dragons? Because I saw it kind of early. Maybe it could be kind of fun to try something different. Coffee Talk Tokyo. What if I get my memories back? I don't like what I see. Very anime. Again, very anime. Jun. Trying Trying to see if I recognize any of this stuff in the background. A little bit. Saint Mata. It looks like something that's like a reference to something, but I don't know. In lecture mode. Also, what is this world? So this guy's a robot. There's, I don't know, they orcs or ogres or something? Royal milk tea. Latte art trash it, serve it. Oh, okay. So you are serving coffee, learning kind of the stories of the people around you. But what's the, yeah, I guess what's the point or the direction? Maybe that's something that not every narrative game maybe has to have some moral, but I would assume that it does. Like as you go along and get to know people, there's some, I don't know, a point is kind of a funny thing to point out in the game, but cafe tender, bartender the game, but cafe. Bartender the game. Oh, is there a game called Bartender? Coffee Talk Tokyo. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Paper style. Teller's Duty. Anime called Bartender? Huh. Welcome to Cortesia. Bartender understands every person's needs and serves best cocktail. Huh. Want to collect my cash. Here's the slip and the additional documents required. It is, yeah, okay, Papers, Please-ish. Someone recommended I play Papers, Please, but it was just like, so many people have played it. I don't know. It's a mental block that I have where I say, too many people have played this. No thanks. I mean, I feel like, or it's too far outside of my normal, and then so many people have played it, like, I want to see the Paper Please when the Paper Please comes out, if that makes sense. Like, experience it and kind of see what people think of it in real time. Not bad, kid. Isn't this just your job? No, I'm an accountant. I don't Papers, Please people. I don't make people. Okay. Ooh, what? Wait, no, this is my job. I'm that guy. For sure. No, totally. Why? Okay. So someone, robbing the teller. I guess, yeah, it's a bank. Huh. Teller's Duty. I don't know how often. I feel like gas stations get robbed a lot more than banks, but maybe I'm crazy.
Back to 1986.
Lake
in this
Gamius.
pretty little lake town called Providence Oaks. Meredith Weiss lives 3,000 miles away, but she's coming back to
Accountant's Duty when?
to fill in for her dad, a mail carrier.
Why is it always Teller's Duty and never Accountant's Duty? Lead role, Deadeye, true.
It's a lifetime.
That's her boss.
Yeah, Steve,
It would be a boring game, I gotta be honest.
Change from her big city job.
Okay.
Different pace, different people.
Unless you get to become a YouTuber while you do accounting.
Mildred Jenkins.
Bit of a nosy posy, aren't you?
I like the visuals here.
Lumberjack. And then there's Maureen, who runs the diner.
Ashley, it's pancake time!
Meredith's 2 weeks in Providence Oaks are quite relaxing.
Or
are they? Will she reconnect?
It does look like an easygoing game. Like maybe you just...
Brings back memories.
Yeah, you just chat, you drive around, get stuff done, whatever.
You're thinking of?
Will she get into trouble?
Probably the easiest going of the games that I've seen so far. It's a math or accounting so you can pay rent. Continue streaming. True, best idea.
We could have a cup of tea at my place.
And what will she do after her job is done?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you have to make a living, and that's mostly it for accounting. I mean, I guess I enjoy it well enough in some ways, but streaming is just cool. Streaming and content creation and experiencing things like this, right? Like all the different variety that goes on and all the effort put into creating something like this. Not just the games themselves, but also like connecting all these games that each on their own have had all that effort put into them, and just seeing it happen and being part of it's cool. Oh. I did turn up the volume a little bit in the last one. Be Alive time event to respond to Veterans must just in Twitch just in time. Yeah, this is what I dream of. I work for money. I live for responding to Veterans in my chat. All right. Dictate your will. Okay. Interesting. Trait revealed. Wait, what? Really dark adventure. Yeah, I think the game in terms of visual, not visual novels, but I guess narrative games, the game that really makes me, I guess the set of games that really makes me open to visual novels most of all is like, I don't know if you know these one, but Fran Bow. Fran Bow was awesome. And I think after Fran Bow, you had other games like Sally Face for me is the one that stands out. But there's also Miss Fortune. And there's probably a few other ones that were just like so cool, so well designed, all very similar of a concept. And like each of those different games, like I think I point to Sally Face is maybe one of my favorite of any of the games I've ever seen. It's so cool. And it's a narrative game. So it's like, okay, I should probably try more of those things. Eat Your Fear, fear bonding. Tame the Yandere? Okay. I don't want to say it, but like, what do you mean eat your fear? Tame the Yandere? Okay, this is... What? Is it... Wait, it's like vampires? What's fear bonding? Okay.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Ooh. I'm just kidding, there are no sponsors. No, this really is a festival full of just trailers. The only reason I'm here, briefly, to interrupt your viewing is to let you know that the next few trailers you're about to see are a little bit special. These trailers have been sent in exclusively for the Choose Wisely Festival. In fact, this may be the very first time some of these games are being shown. These are our exclusive trailers.
Oh, yes. Okay. Shadow of the Road. Yeah. This is one of the ones that I wanted to play. Like, of all the games that I saw in the festival, this one's the most, like, action-packed and the most similar to what I've played, like, you know, my normal sense of things. So I am wondering, I'm curious about how it'll go, but it's, like, turn-based combat. It's got stealth. It's got, you know, really cool kind of theming to it. Wow, it was so fast, and it was so cool. I didn't get a chance to talk about it that way, but it is cool. It's a cool one. I'll show it off, and then you can see it in real time. Gap Year. Mythical Voltage.
That's exciting. Do you remember your first apartment?
Of course. It was above a shop that sold flowers and fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, it's so funny because there's so many games that have such different themes and such different feels that all of a sudden we're like, oh, in this type of game where you throw a sword through somebody and then you spin around and you're a demon or whatever, and you're a samurai and you slash someone in half, and then it's like, and now we explore our apartment. We open a box and we look at some electricals. Very subtle. Like,
Everything turns upside down.
But it could be interesting. I mean, a game can be subtle, and this is part of why I think it's so challenging to hop from game to game, is because you spend maybe a couple hours in this festival. You spend a couple, like, at least for me as a streaming or recording them, so you spend a couple hours and you're like learning these characters and like subtle whatever this or that thing, and then you go to the next one, it's like the world has ended. The world has ended. Can you survive? Like, what? I thought, what about Josiah? Or like, what about this other character that I just spent an hour with? Like, now so it's a little bit different from just when you're playing back-to-back horde survival type or roguelikes, you know. It's very different from narrative games where you're really immersing yourself in the environment and the characters. Electrical minigame, I need it, true. Skills from one SWAT game where you manage troops. True. Yeah, for that other samurai one. This is a conscious reminder of appointment. What do you... Oh. Like, what is this? This is cool, but what is it? Explore islands that are creatures, I guess. Turntable after this. The wide open sky is running out of catfish. March 2026. Okay. And not all of these games, I think, are open to being played right now by a creator or whatever, or have demos. So some of these might... Letter Lost. Letter Lost.
Carnum is such a normal place where
wow.
Evil never
Nice music.
Your forever job is just a normal call away. You're permanently hired, never fired or retired. And whether or not you want to stay, you'll stamp and sort your...
That music is nice. Totally normal, oh, that's nice.
Job is just a call away.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's look at this. Letter Lost? So subtle. I mean, I don't know, subtle's the wrong word, but like, they're not telling us anything, but you can tell. You know? You can tell there's some deeper secret, something going on, but I don't know what it is. And the music is nice, the quality, you know. I got to see it. Eerie Christmas music, yeah. And then, like, look, see, we go from horror, eerie, you know, whatever, into K-pop, or I don't know, pop anyway. Idol groups. Okay, their success is your success. Okay. You receive a bottle of water. Them all holding hands like that reminds me of a game called Corpse Party. I won't go into more explanation than that, but yeah. Interesting. Challenge has just started. Are you ready to be their manager? Okay. I wonder with this kind of game, like how much is it a choice-based thing versus just like a economy / like input music manager, right? I mean, it could be very much that way. But what to say?
Some knocks are just a postman.
Minister of Order.
Trouble. At first glance, all babies look the same. But every baby is unique. You just need to find in which
Not
way.
me. I've got a clone out there.
Convince you otherwise.
So speak for yourself.
The parents
Okay.
are the key. But the fire took all the answers with it.
Oh.
I'm confident in my choice, but I'm not sure it was mine to make.
The funny thing about this is that I'm so used to games making choices so extreme and insane that this choice seems like easygoing. But if I was actually living in a situation where I'm like a doctor or somebody and we have all these babies and we don't know whose parents they are, and I'm like, you're going with this one, you're going with that one. It's like, yeah, that'd be a heavy kind of burden because you'd know you might have messed one of them up. I feel like. I mean, I guess we could do different tests now, but like if I was in a situation, maybe a certain amount of time ago where you had to make that call. Yikes. And then years later, they find out that they were actually different. You know, they were all wrong, and I've got to live with that. I mean, I don't know. But that's it, because that's like lives and all that. Flying home to Singapore for Christmas offers a change of scenery. Picking the couple with the matching blood types, there's no question about the bloodline. Fair. But what if multiple people have the same blood type, right? Neighbor. Friend, a rebound, or something more. I mean, now we could test for like beyond that and the DNA and all that, but there was a point where I'm sure you couldn't. Estranged first love. So what is this one? One that got away. Me too, I say coolly. It's been a while. Swallow, overcome emotions. I missed you. Your family's mad that you're only back for a week. Each harboring secrets of their own. Every choice you make makes a ripple effect on the story, unlike special scenes, countless different endings. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, very visual novel-y, but fair. Ooh, Band of Crusaders. Another one I already played. You know, rolls on, yeah. So, I mean, look at those things. Look at those things. The graphics of this one are pretty crazy. Almost beyond what they need to be. Like they went
against any form of villainy.
They went almost a little too hard with the graphics on it. Like, it's a cool game and it's fun to play, and I'm excited. I've recorded some, and I'll probably also stream some more, and I'll see what I think of it. But the graphics are like, for a top-down game where you're just controlling people, you can zoom way in, and the graphics are insane. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah. So the idea with it is like, I wanted to cover as many games as possible within the week. So I recorded like a set of games. This game, Glass House, Murky, and there's a couple others, A Better World and Sunless Skies. And I plan on like kind of editing those down and having that. And then I may also then, like I might stream that and then come in at the end and kind of chat about something or whatever. Or chat about the festival, what's upcoming. And I feel like at least with Glass House, I'm really glad I did, because Glass House is so... The pacing of the game and the things that I'm trying to cover are kind of hard to do without, like, to really express or to really show without a little bit of editing.
It's easy to be sheriff of Asbury Pines.
So I think that one's going to be interesting. At least like after this one, that one's going to be interesting. But okay.
But today, evil happened. Kind of
Asbury Pines Police Department.
Before and after. And I know that our lives will go on. That the town will wake up and go to work like we did yesterday.
Oh, later lost. I gotta hit enter
today. And we'll tomorrow. And we'll keep learning ways to improve.
What is this? What is this? What? I was expecting it to just be like maybe a mystery, murder mystery, or something like that based on the axe thing earlier. But this is an incremental game. I was gonna say idle game. It's not. It's an incremental game.
Always did.
Wow.
But still, we'll return to asking ourselves, how
what the heck?
do we have to work?
This is another entire genre. I wasn't expecting to be involved in this at all. Incremental game. Do I want to? Maybe this is one I could look at.
Understand.
Okay, I'll put this one down as a maybe.
Mister,
I don't play a ton of incremental games, but
in our quiet town of Asbury Pines.
Huh. Interesting. But yeah, that last one, Crusader Kings. It's tough because I never know when something that really spikes my interest is going to kind of pop up. But so, or not Crusader Kings, but Crusade. Let me see which one it was. It was Band of Crusaders. Band of Crusaders, really, really crazy graphics for a game that probably doesn't need that crazy of graphics, but the concept within the game is cool because like you've got this bigger kind of map that you kind of wander around. There's roading like bandits and things like that. You're trying to go to other kingdoms, like to different kingdoms around the map and trade and try to upgrade your set of your crew and then go into these fights and like take them in and fight with them. The world is like this weird mix of like knights and medieval with like demons and monsters. But anyway, what is this? Dress, seduce, deceive. Huh. Pricey dress. Okay. So what is this one? Support the church, the revolution, or the crown, the military, the bourgeoisie. Master their power. So you're trying to, but like you're shaping like your environment, I guess, by choosing specific sets of groups to like support. But then, what if you choose to love somebody that you then also build up their opponent? Are they more likely to get like executed or hurt because of it? Huh. Minuet in power. Minute was minute spelled Minuet in the past? Minute. All right. Out now on Steam. Crimson Waves in the Emerald Sea. And I think these are still the set of trailers for kind of like more exclusivity. Bit of Vampirism, a Victorian vampire mystery Tome game, I guess. Oh, but for any of the ones that I do stream like the pre-recorded content on, I will probably be in the chat, you know. I'll be in the chat, hanging out, chatting with you, whatever. Solve the mystery of why your business partners died. Okay, our business partner died. Interesting. Will you stay a vampire, find love, or more? If you stay a vampire, can you can you drink the blood of the people, or do you, or is it more just like love story type deal? Victorian vampire, tell me. Twisted 20? Is this a dice builder? No, Dating and Dragons. Oh,
you almost died.
Yeah, this was the one that I was talking about that I might actually.
Life goes on, and it's time
to actually mess around in.
A quest for love. So come to the tavern and join.
I don't know, it's nerdy and kind of funny.
I bet Zhao will be cheering everyone up with their tunes. Kara must have drunk several pints already. That party animal. Nox will surely be using every opportunity to get a little bit richer. While Obby's distracted, blowing off some steam after a long day of work. At least you can count on Lily to keep the peace at the table. That is, if Ravi doesn't make anything explode, of course.
I wonder if it's like D&D coded in the way where you actually roll dice to get interactions going well or poorly.
Choose who you want to be. Grab your character sheet and join their quests. Bond with them as you unravel the mysteries of Hordecliff, explore threatening dungeons, and face all kinds of monsters, challenges, and traps. Find out what your crush likes and hates. So you
Robbie looks like Indian Spider-Man. Oh, from
have them fall
Enter the Spider-Verse, was it? Or Into the
Find
Spider-Verse?
your playstyle, boost your stats, gather your gear. Remember to loot, and when things go
Your
south,
gear.
because let's face
Are
it,
those like
you can
giftable things, or does that increase your ability to fight in combat?
Will you secure your happily ever after, or will you surrender to heartbreak? Will you find every secret, collect every item, explore every path? Roll the dice and find out. In Dating and Dragons, a love quest.
Yeah, probably the only, like, I guess dating sim type thing that I take a huge super interest in, except for Livebur. I guess Livebur is technically a dating game, but I don't know if I'd call it that. But you know, Dungeons and Dragons kind of theme could be funny. What is this one? Yeah, there's a lot of games on here that I like. There's some games that I have like looked at and put into my list, and some games definitely that like this looks really cool, but I haven't seen it at all. Might have been added kind of later, or it might not be content created. Like maybe it's not going to be out for playtest or anything like that yet. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a game that's out for playtest soon that I really wanted to get a look at. Time travel. Got sent to me by Jess, I guess, another content creator. Let me look as well. Studio FOL. Orange Light. I would not consider it a dating sim. Yeah, I don't know if Livebur. I mean, listen, I'm just trying to find love in all the wrong places. That's why I play Livebur. All right. Can you blame me? Let's see. Announcements. We are live. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Just checking to see because there was some alert I got from Studio FO. Yeah, that one looked kind of neat. Kill up. Last train to Clawville.
To the point already.
I don't know. Maybe I'll put Killa as maybe as well.
Killed the ambassador?
You're paranoid.
Kill A when they need kill B. Yeah. Oh. Nice graphics. If I'm actually moving through the train, the graphics look like that. That's pretty cool. It might just be a cinematic, which is understandable, I guess. But oh, that looked nice. To be fair, Lilith is hot. I can't comment on these things.
That's interesting. Please.
New faces, new suspects. I mean, I will say though.
What a pleasant surprise.
I will say though. I think if you see what, hold on, let me.
An assistant to the ambassador of Taroko, and yet you don't.
If you see this face and survive it, you're a lucky one, I guess. It seems like, you know, everyone's got different faces that they put on, but that face in particular is crazy.
Buffalo. Water buffalo. Not a cow.
All right.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even started this journey.
And we might just be in for the
Moses and Plato, last train to Clawville. So it's kind of a...
Every day is an adventure with you, Plato.
It's kind of a Sherlock Holmes type deal. Before someone says wood. What are you saying? Gosh dang it. No, I'm not a human. Oh, I actually think I did see that this was in here. I played the... I didn't stream it, but I did play through the demo of it, and then I watched people play like the full release. I don't know if it's still being updated, maybe, but such a cool game. I might, you know, maybe I'll give it a try for this as well. I'm not sure. Everyone gets hugs. Get a new accessory. Yeah. Good edits of this? Yeah, I might send you. Oh, sure. Yeah, this one looks crazy. Like, the visuals are really nice. The concept of going to your door and like deciding whether or not to let someone in. Like, I've seen way less well animated stuff that I still watched just because of this concept. There's a game where, I think Markiplier played it maybe, but there's a game where people come up to like a gate fence and come inside, and you have to like check them for wounds and stuff, and like scan them. And then if you don't, like, you can either send them into the society, you can send them into like quarantine, or you can or you can send them to be executed, basically. And it's so, no offense to anybody, whatever, but it's like very... It's okay. It's put together okay. It's like just fine, but it's such a cool concept that I still watched it all the way through. So like, yeah, no, I'm not a human with as good of animation as it has, and still having that concept.
Hesitation.
Ooh.
Shapes something.
I guess I'll note down. No, I'm not a human, but I feel like it's been done a bit.
Direct and straightforward.
I want to see this though. I will play this. What is this?
Others are more blurred, twisted. They change you, bend the world around you.
I like the idea of being able to actually click and pull and move stuff around. Like that's not very common, I feel like, especially in like I guess indie games.
Drastic.
Just that on its own is a bit unusual.
Every single choice opens a door and closes another.
Ooh, your mouse gets followed along by this like little tracing thing.
Yourself, what would you do?
I want to play it. What is it?
Was to answer a simple question. What would you become when faced with the consequences? Because in this story, every decision is absolute.
Ooh. A story of questions. Yeah, add that to the list. That's cool. That's too cool. To fulfill a mission, you can't fail. My wife is a spy. You want to return to your world, you must become a spy. Am I my wife? Caught in a game of politics between southern and northern kingdoms. Must betray your husband. Oh, I am my wife. I mean, welcome to the north, my lady. Gain trust, make allies, unveil secrets, survive, and win this game. Make your move. My wife is a spy. But I am... Okay. But yes, this is cool. I see.
You've been out here on your own all this time.
What is this? The Wolf of Deravenia.
And what happened?
A hero from another age. A sword would be better. The steel rings than birds cry. Girl can't be a Bogiart. Okay. Village beset by a monster. So we play as a girl, I think. Coming from a village that was destroyed? To the group. Maybe. Secrets as deep as the earth. Novgorod. I feel like these are real places. Maybe not, but some of these words I feel familiar with. Okay. So there's a monster, a wolf creature of some kind that maybe attacks, and then you just have to make choices and maybe acquire weapons and whatnot to try to survive it. In Ashes. Ooh. Oh, Studio FOA. This is their game. So Studio FOA is also a game studio that makes games, and this is one of the games that they've made that they're kind of showing off. Find Your Valor. I just know something or other. Earn Their Trust. I've seen this trailer. I've seen this trailer before because once you know when they reached out, that guy's eyes. I'm sorry, I don't want to, but I'm just saying. In that moment, that guy's eyes make me think they're like secretly a frog thing that's going to like erupt out and you know, I'm just saying. In Ashes, but no, this does look yeah. And maybe I'll play it. I feel like if you're gonna run this, you know, and put this stuff together, I might have to try. In Ashes.
Hey, you remember your name yet?
Enter a world of towering peaks. Girl with no name, Ren. Together they will encounter a cast of spirits. This guy. That guy from before. He's here. I'm sorry. Just the in that specific shot, it's a little unsettling. Inner journey through photo gallery.
You have to care.
Mm.
When you care, the picture knows.
But I care about everyone.
But first, you gotta learn how to use the camera.
Yeah, Studio FOA makes is a game studio, which is cool because I feel like putting something like this together, it makes sense that it would be from someone who has experience, you know, trying to get their stuff out there and trying to like network and understand each other, whatever. By running something like this, it's like you're so immersed that you kind of know how to handle it and you have the passion for it. Because I mean, who's going to have the passion to really try to coordinate and get all this stuff together and content creators and just like do all this work to make something like this happen besides someone who's I guess, who understands the industry and who's kind of been around, had their own struggles of it, sharing things. And that's true for, I don't know, with like speedrunning or like anytime like trying to play different games or whatever. I feel like more recently that's what I want to be involved in more, is like projects where people are doing something beyond. They're not just playing a game. Like I'd like to not just play a game. I'd like to, like, I hosted a competition for Overlooting a couple months ago. Like this is like I'm kind of involving myself at least a little bit in what's going on here and trying to put in the effort to
complicated,
to talk about it, to show things off. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome what Anita's done here.
Has been under a
From
curse,
Stefua.
making even
Okay.
unpredictable.
Okay. You have clips disabled, do I? I don't think so.
Long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways. Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
Mandrake. Okay, wait, what? But what do you? Okay, what does Mandrake do? Fine. I like the graphics were cool enough that I'll add it as a maybe. But I felt sometimes trailers don't give you quite enough to know why it's gonna be good, and that can work. But like, I want to see like what makes that one really good, because the graphics are good enough. I'll look into it at least. So we'll throw that in there. Okay. Boss wants you to come by. Are you messing with me? This happened before. Deep Pixel Melancholy. Like, I feel like maybe it's okay for this one to not really show what's happening. Like, there's this balance. Like, earlier there was that game where it was showing a hotel and then it would like link between the hotel and like stuff marking the walls and then back to just the hotel and had really nice music. I think that's the perfect balance. That's like the perfect way to do it, is if you're not going to show us what makes the game super interesting, you have to hint at it. Scarlet Hollow from Slay the Princess. Oh, this is made by okay. Put me away on top of the suburb, writing astonishing number of incredibly detailed. Huh. It's too late to stop what's going to happen, but it might not be too late to save yourself. Scarlet Hollow. So you're saying this was made by the same people that made Slay the Princess. Okay, we'll note it down. Dispatch. I think like every big content creator played this one.
Take your clothes off.
What's happening right now?
It's better if you keep your identity a secret. Here. I remembered you being bigger. I was a little drunk.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I remember this one got really big. I haven't actually looked through this one. Should I look through this one?
How do you move so quiet? I float.
Oh. It's like a cinematic experience, is what I understand about it. Wait, Jacksepticeye is in it? Oh, I saw Jacksepticeye played this, and I was like, oh, Moist Criddle's in it. Okay, they actually hired content creators as voice actors. I guess I know they've both done voice acting work before though, so it's not like as crazy as just like hiring, PewDiePie or something, right?
I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight.
Play games, see ya. Thanks for coming around, Scarlet. From Breaking Bad. Jesse's in it from Breaking Bad. Okay. I feel like Dispatch is one that I would like just kick back and just put on the screen or something.
And that brings us to the end of our first showcase. You can find all the games you've seen today, as well as over 300 other titles, right now on our Steam Festival page.
That's what I was thinking.
Fill up your wish list, or even better, download a demo and add to your basket to make use of the...
That's what I was thinking, is there's just no way they're going to show off all 300-something games in an hour.
Streamers, thank you. To both content creators and viewers, thank you for being a part of the first festival. This festival is only happening because enough people said they love games where choices matter. So now it's your time to prove it. Seriously, stop watching the stream. Go get a game. Go get several games.
Yeah,
Tell your
I mean, I've got a
friends which of
list.
the games you saw today you love the most. And don't beat yourself up for the ones you didn't know.
Cool. Yeah, cool. And this is just the start. So 50 Choices Matters indie games. That's what yeah, 50.
Well, you're still here and you haven't closed the stream, so what gives?
Okay. Wait, is this...
Credits are rolling now. It's a good sign for you to close out. All right, maybe you're away from your desk and this is just background noise.
Like Stanley Parable.
Left me
It's like Stanley Parable.
You've gone to do some chores, you stepped away from your desk. You're probably not even really listening to this. Maybe you've muted the tab. But I'll just say a few more words before we really do end the stream. You have just watched 50 trailers of good, branching narrative games. Now, these weren't randomly selected or picked off YouTube and thrown together. They were submitted by the developers to be a part of the showcase and entrusted me to share these games with you for the first Choose Wisely showcase. Games from developers who, maybe once like you, picked up a game on sale.
Oh, there might be more. Yeah, maybe next year they do another one.
By a good game experience.
Huh.
And let's be honest, the last few years for games have not been great. The game industry had been a tumultuous landscape. We've had layoffs, cancellations, storefronts full of AI slop, even a release or two that fell short of what was promised. And for you, listener, maybe you feel games don't feel like they used to. But each and every one of these games shown today was created by an individual or team that has one thing in common. They love games. They love a good narrative game. And that is the only reason this festival exists. To shine a light on games like these. To bring together people who sit down and create an experience that could only be created by humans and stories we have to tell and share. And so, on that note, I do have one more favor to ask of you. Leave the stream, and please enjoy the rest of the Choose Wisely Festival.
Nice. Hytale cancellation was crazy. Yeah. I feel like there's always games. That's kind of a thing with any of this stuff. Is like, on one hand, the big studios, and there's drama and there's stuff that happens with big studios. But then there's also like, there's always a small studio working on something super cool. So it's the same thing with books. I read this, Brandon Sanderson, who's a pretty great author, that covers, or I guess makes fantasy novels and I guess maybe fiction, magic, whatever. I really like the way that he writes books. And he wrote about how like there was this span of time where there was just nothing coming out. And then he says, well, it might have been, or it was very derivative. It's like, well, that might have just been how I felt about it at the time because of what I was looking at. And I feel like that's probably true. There probably were some really cool books coming out then. Although, yeah, I mean, to be fair, after Lord of the Rings and like that set of books, like George R.R. Martin, there probably is a lull relative to like Game of Thrones and certain books like that are just so massive now. But I'm sure there were really, really well-written books that just didn't get in the limelight, much like there are really, really well-made games that haven't gotten in the limelight to this extent. So I mean, hopefully these get a good chance to shine, especially like big studios trying to make their mark on it. Like I'm not sure exactly how big of a studio Dispatch is, but the size that game is going to get to is going to be pretty massive. So if books are down, invest in light manga and novels, yeah, or light novels and manga, yeah. So there's always something super cool to see, whether there's a festival going on, whether people are really acknowledging it or not. There are really cool games out there. There have been really cool games out there, but right now, I mean, there are also a lot of cool games coming out. It's interesting to see. I think from that list, if we just look real quick here, I just noted these down. Karen, very different from the other games in this. I don't see necessarily the narrative of it exactly, but I guess a visual narrative can totally happen. So I would say Karen and Volitioner are kind of both that way, where I didn't see a lot of text or a lot of dialogue happening in the trailer, but yeah, a visual narrative can totally exist and can be like a parable, or it can be a reference to something, and Sister Ray, Letter Lost. I got a few other ones kind of in here. No, I'm Not a Human. What was it? Was it Mandrake? No, A Story of Questions. Was it that one? One of these ones was that one made, or maybe no, it was Scarlet Hollow. Was the one made by the same people that made Slay the Princess. So to be playing something made by the people that made Slay the Princess and be playing Livber is going to be an interesting experience. But yeah, some of the things I added into my plan, as well as like what I already kind of have situated to play. I'll try to maybe reach out to some more developers or see what's going on, see if I can grab a few more games in addition, but it's going to be a pretty packed week. The first game that we're going to be really looking at and talking about, though, Right after this stream, I'm going to redirect straight into Glass House. And Glass House, you saw the trailer there. You saw the trailer played during this, but Glass House, let me do Steam. I just want to pull it up and just give you a little bit of a rundown of what you're getting into, because when you skip over to that stream, we're going to be very much just rocking right into it. So Glass House itself is, and I guess I could even pull up the thumbnail I made for it, huh? Glass House itself, oh, that's not right. This one. So Glass House itself it's essentially you are a man named Weald who is within a house, or really like apartment, or like sort of bunker, and you have to be in control of the rations and kind of who gets what, who lives and who dies to an extent, but you're trying to keep everybody alive. It's just that there's this strain that you don't have enough to feed everybody, and everyone within this sort of bunker has different maybe political views and values, and usually distrust for the government, because it used to be people could go out, and there's kind of now this lockdown. So everyone's kind of trapped in this house all together and sort of losing their minds and struggling with it. And you have to kind of manage or exist in that space. I guess I'd almost say like how in Mouthwashing, everyone's kind of just trapped in one spot, and so they have to deal with each other and deal with each other's belief differences and values and so on. So it's a really cool one. The art and like the graphics of it are what's especially impressive to me. So I hope you will enjoy that one. I'm going to, I think at the end of the YouTube stream, you will get shifted over straight to that, and then I'll start that stream. But I appreciate you guys, if you're on YouTube, I appreciate you coming around. I hope you'll enjoy Glass House. I know I did. All right. Ending the YouTube stream